Morning, gentlemen. This morning I was busy with a lot of phone calls from people. Strange that I got all these today, but you know, we have a mitzvah of ahavta l'recha kamaycha. Now, what does that mean? Supposed to love your friend as yourself, kamaycha. What does that mean?
As much as you want to be treated, you should love others.
As much as you love yourself. And what?
However you want to be treated, that's how you should treat them.
The way you want to be treated, you should treat others. Okay. But I'll tell you one thing, which I think is not such a chiddush, not such a difficult thing to imagine, is that there's a lot of times where you got to put somebody else before you. If it's a question of, because we're talking about loving somebody else like yourself, and it's not even, you don't even have to come on to a big mitzvah of ahavta l'recha kamaycha. It's important, it's a necessary to put somebody else in front of you, before you. Meaning, if right now I'm at somebody's simcha, I'm at someone else's party, and I'm not in a happy mood. If I'm not in a happy mood and I'm at your party, well, that's for sure, but is it my business to be at your party and be unhappy? Huh? If you're there, then be happy. The point is, yes.
Not for yourself, be happy for the other guy.
If you're not, of course you're not happy for yourself. And honestly, you know what? But why do they go to someone else's party and they're just like, meh, meh. Why?
Either because they have to.
Because they have to be at the party?
But they'll be affected if you don't go.
Because it's all about themselves. They don't think about the person's party. It's not a have to be at the party. I mean, like, let's say somebody, it's their brother. And it's the brother's, I don't know what it is, let's say, let's call it a vart. Party, engagement party. And the guy's jealous because he's not engaged and his brother's engaged. And he's miserable. And I'm not engaged. So I'm going to make sure that he's not happy. That's what it is. I'm going to put myself before him. And I don't care about him. So and I have to go because it's my brother. Have to go. Really? You have to go? You have to go. And by the way, if you have to go, do you have to be miserable? Yes, well, I am miserable. Well, then why go? Just like you have to go, then you have to go and you have to be happy. So even if you got to fake the smile and do it. Because just like you have to go and be happy and not look miserable. Because what are you doing? What are you doing when you go?
Selfish.
You're being selfish and you're ruining it for him. Spreading the misery, but you want him to be miserable. If I'm miserable, he's got to be miserable. That is selfish. Forget about not doing ahavta l'recha kamaycha and all that other stuff. But if you're at somebody else's party, you're at somebody else's thing, you're at somebody else's sitter party. A sitter party. They're getting the first sitter. And I'm in a very miserable state. I'm very unhappy. They go, Tati, look, I got my sitter. Yeah, you got your sitter. Let me look at it. The pages are bent. Huh? Yeah, it's not our nusach. We don't use this kind of siddur. I don't use this siddur in shul. Look, it's too big and bulky. Like, what's up with that? No? But I want to tell you something. This goes on every second of the day. And you don't need a simcha to be able to bring out this point. You don't have to be, I'm at a siddur party or a siyum or a vart or a wedding. How about just you meet somebody during the day, and instead of saying good morning, even faking it, you go, "Ugh." What's up with that? Taking, give me the cereal. What's up with that? You got to make his day miserable? Well, I have to. Why? Because. I don't know. All the answers. Because, I don't know, I have to.
Because I'm miserable.
They don't even say because I'm miserable. They won't acknowledge that. Rabbi Say, I'm telling you. It's the same every single day, every single moment. I'm not going to let you be happy and have a good time and have a good day, have a good moment if I'm not happy. And by the way, you know what could set somebody off to be miserable? You know what? You know, could really make them that they feel miserable, that they're going to stop somebody else. You know what could be? Any ideas? Well, you're thinking these catastrophic things, huh? It could be nothing. It could be anything.
By doing nothing.
Yeah, it could be that he's just frustrated, depressed, bored. And because he's bored, you're happy? Wow, look at you. What's up with that guy? Don't look at somebody else. Everybody I see guys go, Schmerel does that. Moshe Rabbeinu, and I'll say this vart again and again and again. Moshe Rabbeinu is giving Musa to Klal Yisrael in Hazinu. And he says, Vayishman Yeshurun Vayivot. You know what shaman means? What is shemen? Yeah. Shemen is oil, oily. Real fat. Vayishman. They got shaman. Vayishman Yeshurun. Klal Yisrael got fat. Vayivot. And they kicked. So they rebelled. Rebelled against Hashem. And then the pasuk says, then Moshe Rabbeinu says, so he's talking about Yeshua and Klal Yisrael. Me talking to everybody, and I say, imagine standing here, and I say, Yeshivas Doresh got fat and they rebelled. And I don't say any particular person, right? I said Doresh. Put it out there, whatever that is, that concept, that place, that group. Yeshua and Klal Yisrael. So Moshe Rabbeinu is talking to Klal Yisrael. He says, Klal Yisrael got, doesn't say, then it says, later, Shamanta, you got fat. Avisa, you got thick. Kosisa, you rebelled. So he switches from talking about Yeshurun to you. Now what is pshat in that? Why does it switch? And not only that, guess when it switches? Do you know when it says, you got, how much later in the parsha is it? Anyone know? Close. That exact pasuk. The second half of the pasuk, it says, Shema, it says, Vayishman, Yeshurun, Vayivat, Shemanta, Avisa, Kasisa. Switches right there.
Talk about the first and second Beis HaMikdash.
No. That's a nice thought. I mean, that's what we always answer. If you have two things, what do you say? First baseman or second baseman? We have a stira, it's a contradiction. First baseman, second baseman. Nice try. Ziva Grecian, Ziva Cheney, Always come up with it. Yes?
Could be he tried to talk to everyone, but everyone thought it's not them, it's the group. And then he
Yeah, well, it gets better.
and then he still doesn't have to
Yeah.
talk to each
So I once heard this pshat from this guy, Super Schnar. That's what he called himself, Super Schnorrer. Imagine a guy calls himself Super Schnorrer. The famous holy Super Schnorrer used to go around with this briefcase. I remember he'd go around all over Yerushalayim, but for sure, I remember him going through the mirror, and there was a lot of people. Go through every afternoon, you go, stick him up, Gabin Stucker. I'll never forget that. He'd come over to you while we were learning, and it packed in the little thing, and he's like pushing by, and everyone's like, to let him by. There's no room. And he go, stick him up, Gabin Stucker. Every day he gave us some money. Finally, one day I just got so fed up with him going, stick him up, Gabin Stucker. You know, what am I going to do? Shoot him back with my finger? You know what I mean? Bam! No. Shoot him again! Come on, I dare you. Shoot me. I dodged that one. Dodge that one. As soon as I know where to dodge, I'm packed between two guys, you know. I'm going, I'm using my superpowers to stop your super schnorrers shooting. So, one day I said, you know how I got him back? I said, I'll give you a shekel. You know how much a shekel's worth? You know how much a shekel is worth? Huh? Like 30 cents. Anyway, so, I'll give you a whole shekel. You know what I mean? Because people give like 10% of a shekel, basically 3 cents. You know what I mean? So, or they give like a half a shekel, you're really big, you know? Huh? Usually a 10 agorot, you know, they would give like 10 agorot. 10 agorot is a tenth of a shekel, so a tenth of a 30-cent piece. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine going around all day like everyone giving you like 3 cents? Collecting, Shnari, oh yeah, here's 10 agorot, here's 3 cents. Next, next door. You go around at 50 people, all you got is $1.50. You know what I mean? 50 doors. I mean, it's mishuggah. All right. So I said, I'll give you a whole shekel. But I want to hear got to tell me a good vart. So he asked me this kasha. And he said, very similar to what Mati's saying. But he added something brilliant. He said, every guy said, you hear what he's saying? Vayishman Yeshurun, Klal Yisrael rebelled. Listen to what he's saying to you. Yeah. I've been saying this for years about you. Yishmael, Vayishman Yeshurun. Listen, even Moshe Rabbeinu realizes what you're doing. And he goes, no! Shemanta, I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to you. Me? You talking to me? No, you talking to me. No, you! Oh. Because that's what everybody says. That guy walks around miserable. I know, Moshe Rabbeinu. Exactly. You nailed that one. He's always been like this since he's young. I knew him since he's a kid. Always kvetching. Wouldn't let me enjoy anything. Even my first birthday party, he has to have the cake. And he had to blow out the candles. It's like, his birthday. Everything. Can't forgive me to enjoy myself a little bit. What, me? I'm doing that? It's me? Yeah. We all do this. You can't let somebody else. Gentlemen, you're at a simcha, you're at something else, you wake up during the day, every day. You wake up, let somebody else enjoy life. Be mechazik them. Good morning. How you doing? Even though inside you're in lots of pain. I found out last night there was somebody who was going to come to this vart, or whatever we'll call it, Chaim. Let's call it any other name. Let's just call it a Fabrengen. I don't know. Call it some other name, because some people go, you didn't invite me. Yeah. See him, yeah. So a kitzer. So I speak to somebody. Speak to them. I think it was a long night. I know everybody else. I don't know what time you guys went to bed. And how old you were up, you were early, what time you were up, but it was a long night for me. So then someone says, my wife wanted to come. She really wanted to come. But, she's been in Avelis. I go, what? Your wife's in Avelis? He goes, I go, when did that happen? I said, I was just with you, and I tell them, I said, you didn't tell me, your wife didn't say she's in Avelis. He goes, yeah. She doesn't want everyone else to be miserable. It's one thing she's in pain, but she doesn't need everybody else to be in pain. She's going through her own pain. I said, I can't believe it. Like, he goes, no. I said, but it's not even fair to me. I like to know when other people are in pain. You stole some of the pain. Like, oh, you're in pain. I feel for you. Oh, sorry. I said, come on. You can't steal some of that pain. So he goes, no, I know, but she won't tell other people. There's a person who's thinking, I don't want to mess up somebody else's happiness. They're thinking about it. And when you see them and they're smiling, oh, good morning, Shalom Aleichem. I said, she looks so happy. He goes, that's because she's greeting other people. She wants them to be happy, but she's in a lot of pain. Her mom was young. Gentlemen, that's what you got to be. Put somebody else before you. And don't blame who's that guy. No, it's me. Each one of us, it's us. You wake up, be mechazik somebody else. You're at somebody else's party, be freilich for them. You hear somebody else has good news, and well, good for you. I'm not in a good mood. No, you go, wow, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. That's great. That's amazing. Let's dance. Make the person feel good. Put them ahead of you, even though you are, and by the way, what will happen because of that? If you put someone else ahead of you, and you put somebody else's happiness first and make them feel good, Hashem says, you know who deserves some happiness? That guy. That guy deserves happiness. Yeah, you'll also have a lot of friends. That's true. Friends, that's a good thing too. But you'll also have a lot of happiness. Happiness versus friends. Of course you get both. Well, I get both? Oh my gosh, amazing. I mean, it wouldn't be geschmack to have happiness and no one to
2 for 1 deal.
share it with.
2 for 1 deal.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great deal. But you imagine like you have like a, can you imagine you're so happy you're at your wedding and no one could show up because of COVID. No one could show up because they
Don't want to go.
Hate you.
don't want to travel so far. Let's just, before you get to the hate thing. Wow, the hate thing. Ooh, that was the first thing. Because they hate you. I mean, ooh, that's a pretty starker one. I can think of a lot of reasons why they won't come before that they hate you. All right. I was supposed to go to a wedding. I remember one year, it was Bein Hazmanim. It was in the winter. And I was going to this wedding. Mamish went to New York to go to the wedding. Flew from here to go to the wedding. And it starts to snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You ever heard that niggin in the stores? Da 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 da. You know the Kratzmich niggin. Let it snow, let it snow, let it. I was like looking out the window and go, no, don't let it snow, don't let it snow, don't let. No, don't let it. It was getting crazier. It started. It got so bad. Forget the wedding. I mean, it was a great place. I was really looking forward to that wedding. Really, it was like, I think Terrace on the Park or no Marina Del Rey. But yeah, it was a nice idea. Whatever. It's supposed to be a really nice wedding. But you know how many people went?
6.
Pretty close. I don't think they had a minyan.
Wow.
Ouch. Can you imagine they spend all this money and they're this and that. Listen, we had Olam really dancing the kishkas off last night. That was, Olam, I gotta say, you guys really pounded it out there. However, can you imagine at a wedding, you got 9 old people. Maybe. And the chas is like getting drunk to like get over the fact that nobody's at this wedding. He can't even leave. The chassid and kala got stuck in the place. So did the people that showed up. Because it snowed that night 2 feet. 2 feet of snow. Yes. I don't think they even had a Masader Kedushin at the wedding. Literally, it was like Aiden, and I think like a waiter was Masader Kedushin. That's the truth. It's done by phone. Yeah. No, he tells you what to write.
Oh.
Yud, ches. No, did you get that? Ches. Does it look like a ches? Ask somebody there if it looks like a ches. All right, I want someone else to read it back to me. Yud, dalit. No, I told you ches. Never had to be done. But gentlemen, so there's a lot of reasons why people can't come to simchas. Doesn't have to be because they hate you. But imagine the chassid at the simcha. You want to have friends. You want to have happiness. You want to have it? Be happy for someone else. Enjoy. Let them feel good. Make them have a good day with a big smile, so you'll have a good day. If you help others, Hashem says, you want others to have good things. You deserve good things. And you'll do good things with it. You give tzedakah. You could have more money, so you could give more tzedakah. It's the way it works. That's the system, the way it's set up. You give people happiness, you get happiness. You give tzedakah, you'll get money back. Gentlemen, that's the way it's set up in the world. So, you help somebody learn Torah. You machazik them. Hashem says, you'll... Not only that, Hashem says, you know what, you're wasting so much time on somebody else. I'll make sure that the time that you're actually learning on your own will be super learning. It'll be like, boom, boom, flashes of genius will come to you. That's what it says. That's what it's brought down. If you give time to other people, and Memela, you don't have so much time to learn, when you will learn, the time will be supercharged. Supercharged. More than would ever be possible. So gentlemen, you want to have a supercharged day? Go out of your way to make somebody else happy.